Okay, so I get asked a lot of the time about sharpening the grander hooks. A lot of people purchase them and say they're extremely difficult to sharpen. And yes, they are if you don't have the right gear. And the reason for that is it's a very high quality Japanese stainless steel, which is very hard, which makes the hook very strong for the gauge of the wire. So I'm going to run you through how I like to sharpen the hooks. The files that I use are these Easy Lap diamond files. These are the ones that I've found are the best for that. I have a coarse one to do the initial cut, and I'll show you how I do that. And then I have the fine one here, and this is what I use on a daily basis to keep the hook sharp. So I'll show you how I cut it to start with, and then I'll show you how I keep it sharp each day. So I'm going to do a 9/0 here. And the beauty of it is once you've cut these hooks, you don't need to do much to keep it sharp. And that's why you like to use the fine diamond file here, because it's not eating away at the hook like the heavy one will do, the coarse file does each day. So I'm going to get into it. So first of all, I'm going to try to take the bottom here where the barb is. I'm going to take these two sides down. And I'm always doing it away from me. So I'm trying to make this bit here nice and straight. I'm just going to rough the shape out. This can take a bit of time, the first initial cut. But once you've got it right, I'll work on the underside. I keep switching sides so I keep the shape. I still want to keep that diamond sort of shape, that triangle shape on the bottom. And then I'm going to flatten it out a little bit later on. Okay, now I'll flip it over and we'll start to work on the top. So what I've done is I've just taken down the edges really. You'll see there that it's a little bit thinner, especially in the bottom here. I've taken out where the barb comes up, just make that straighter. And that line there I want to be reasonably straight there. You'll see that it's nice and straight now, or very close to it. So now all I'm going to do with the fine one is just run it round it off and keep the tip nice and sharp. And that's all you should have to do to keep this hook sharp from now on. So I'll just run it around the edge like that, just long strokes away, just rounding it off a little bit on top. One thing you want to make sure is when you are doing this, you want to be doing it in a place where you aren't going to have any problems with the filings getting all over the place. We're doing it here in a shop on a bench. I can wipe this up and there'll be no filings left over. But if you're on a nice boat or on a boat, don't file it on the floor. You're going to get rust stains. And it's actually a funny story. I was on a boat and I had a guy sharpening one of the hooks, and I'm like, "Oh mate, you need to do that over a rubbish bin." He goes, "Oh Bonds, don't worry, it's a brand new hook. It won't rust, it's brand new." So that is not true. It doesn't matter, the filings are going to rust, especially on a nice teak floor. You don't want to be getting filings, so do it over a rubbish bin. Even though it's brand new, the filings will definitely rust. I'm not trying to take much off. All I'm trying to do is shape it at this stage. Because I don't want to make it too fine, because then it loses its strength. But I want to have it as thick as I can, but as sharp as I can. It's looking pretty good. I'm guessing that's going to be pretty sharp. Okay, so now we can compare the sharpness of the two hooks. This is the brand new one, and this is the one I just sharpened. You'll notice that this one here just slides off my thumb won't dig in. This one here is straight in, holds, and I'm pulling very hard on that. So you can see the difference. So a brand new hook out of the box is reasonably sharp, but it's not really sharp. So you do need to do some work on them. So I hope those little tips there help you sharpen your hooks, because a sharp hook is the best hook.